back to the Tabletop Tavern, Eylas You, Season 2, Episode 2. My name is Jenny. I will be your Dungeon Master now and forever. I'm going to allow my beautiful, wonderful, talented players to introduce themselves, starting with the fabulous, the talented, the dressed in blush pink today, Victoria Shaz.
Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Fleur Farrow.
Hi, I'm Doe. My pronouns are also she, her, and I play Ian Farrow.
Hi, my name is Stacy. I use she, her pronouns, and today I will be playing Rosalie Motley.
Hi, I'm Pippin. I use they, them, and I play Vesper, Thornquill Thistledown.
Hi, I'm Cam. I also use they, them, and I will be playing Essie Hepburn.
And I always forget to tell you guys my pronouns, but that's okay, because if you use my pronouns, that means you're talking about me, and that's not cool. So, my pronouns are she,
Jenny
her.
doesn't like being spoken about at all.
Don't fucking
even
use them.
Don't perceive, do not speak.
My pronouns are don't perceive.
Pronouns are a hard event.
Perceive.
Should be in first and third person exclusively.
Yeah,
Exactly. You must get 10 hearts to speak about or to Jenny.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, when last we left off, we'd kind of ended the summer vacation following freshman year of college. We've all been there, or at least somewhere like there. It's a very special time, but now we pick up not where we left off, but several months later. It is the Friday before spring break, 4:05 p.m. Ian has just returned from the farmer's market laden down with reusable bags full of fruits, vegetables, and whatnot. Rosalie is helping him carry in the bags. Essie is upstairs with Fleur in the brand new house shared by all the party members. Now, when I say brand new, I mean brand new, of course, to the party. This house is, well, it's affordable. The paint is peeling, the front porch is sinking. Ian nearly trips over the half-inch of carpet that hangs over the doorstop as he enters through the front, the door creaking after him. The upstairs is not much nicer. Vesper, in your room that you share with Ian, your desk is definitely the newest thing in here, and well, you bought it about 8 years ago. The wallpaper is this kind of like yellowing, mildewed floral pattern, almost grandmotherly, but Ian's attempted to cover it up with band posters for groups you're not even sure he's really listened to. More edgy than it was last year. Your side, of course, is decorated with a few pictures of you and your moms, a photo of you and your dad, you and your stepbrother, and a couple of photos of you and your friends, as well as along with inspirational photos of the age's greatest wizards, gifted to you by your father, who has become very involved in your career path now that he knows what your dreams are. Rosalie, you are downstairs. Essie, Fleur is seated in your desk chair in the room that you and Rosalie share. She's applying various makeup, styling her hair, and you are critiquing her all the way. This is where we begin. The sounds of Brittany Longbow play over the stereo in the corner, providing a sort of soundtrack for what you feel is almost a rom-com moment between the comedic relief and the leading lady.
I'm just trying to figure out if, I should, half pin up the hair, or if I should leave it down.
I feel like doing a half updo is kind of half making a choice, but it's better to be bold and then lessen it down than it is to be too little and have to put it up, so
Yeah. Well, we know the curls are bold.
yeah, the curls are bold.
They're bold.
So maybe I don't know, a Roman goddess updo, one of those big cones, gold ribbon all around.
I feel like that might be too much for what I was thinking maybe a sparkly barrette.
Gold?
Like a like gold or blue,
Gold and blue actually go so well together.
right? That's what I thought. And like, given what I'm wearing, and like Fleur is in her like, it's like not her usual bell bottoms, right? Because like, she's prepping for going out, correct?
Correct.
That's what I thought. That's what I immediately got when you said rom-com inspired.
Fleur has a date this evening,
That's
Essie,
what
a first date, and has contracted your services because Rosalie was all too keen to help Ian prep whatever the rest of the house is having for dinner. Fleur did not listen to the explanation that Ian gave about the strange vegan meal he's making because she knows she won't be here for dinner.
Exactly. So Fleur has on a pair of, it's spring break, so it's like probably still a little cold out. I only have a barometer check for spring break in Canada.
It's spring break, but you live on the coast, so it's never that cold. You live in a quasi-Mediterranean climate. Think
Right.
California in March. It's not the hottest it is, but it's probably like upper 70s.
Okay. Which is like
I can't
17,
help
18
you.
Celsius probably-ish.
Maybe. I can't help you.
Okay. We're going to just go in that range.
Sorry about the cultural miscommunication interrupting the
okay.
narrative.
I am
It's okay. Just how dare you, Jenny?
Yeah, no. It's Vic and I.
It's okay, yeah. So Fleur is in a pair of white go-go boots that go up to her knee, like just below her knee. A mini skirt that is like, I'm trying to figure out what the color is. I'm thinking like a, maybe like a sparkly, like not like glitter. You know that kind of like fabric that's
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
like
like,
woven, stretchy, sparkly
Yes.
fabric that we all wore in the early. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A
Like
mini skirt like
plastic.
that. Yes, exactly. It's like a mini skirt like that. And instead of wearing like a blue shirt because she feels like the blue would clash, she's wearing like a white t-shirt.
Does
Kind
it
of
say angel on it in like bedazzled letters with the
Yeah,
little
exactly.
halo over the A? Yeah.
Exactly. That's 100% what it says. So
Yeah.
it says angel. That's kind of what she's wearing. She's got like a bunch of like bracelets on. And she's like, so like maybe like I'm thinking like a gold barrette, just like
Okay. This might be a little bit bold, but I have these hair clips, and
Okay.
Essie's going to go like into her jewelry box and pull out 2 hair clips on either that go on either side of the head that are little angel wings.
I love it. You don't even have to sell me on it.
Because like
It just
you are his angel, like you
100%.
are coming down to bless him.
absolutely.
No.
Listen, I've already been blessing him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Like,
the ingenue. He's the
Yeah.
just the love interest. You're
we
the
all
ingenue.
know how much Kyle likes me. It's about
Yeah.
time.
He likes you so much.
I know, right? Isn't it
Honestly,
crazy?
from the first moment I saw you guys together, I was like, oh my god, me and Rosalie.
You mean when he almost ran me over with the skateboard, which I like.
I know. So cute. That's the most romantic thing a man can do.
Right? Just like almost hit you at full speed.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
So Fleur takes the 2 barrettes and puts them in her hair.
Vesper, you are not in your room, nor are you downstairs helping your friends cook. You are in the garage. The garage of this house is like kind of old school in that there's no mechanical button to lift the garage door. It has to be like hauled up. However, you have the garage door closed. In the past several months, you have gone out of your way to find like the brightest possible arcana bulbs you possibly can to install over a single corner of the garage where you have taken what appears to be the previous owners or previous tenants' workbench for like woodworking and whatnot, and you have converted it to your own little research station. You've pulled up a stool so that you can stand comfortably with enough height to get a good look at what you're working on, and for the past, well, frankly, nearly the past year, you have been working on the same little side project. Sitting above the workbench on a shelf is a vial of strange, almost iridescent liquid. This is the mysterious potion you retrieved from the Feywild. You've cast every manner of spell you can possibly think of on it. You've had your potions professor look at it. You've worked your poor identify spell to death. And you still can't tell what it is. You've pulled it off the shelf today to examine under the light once again, as you often do when bored or simply seeking answers to the questions that keep you up at night. And this question is perhaps the least disturbing of all of those questions, and so you pick it up and hold it up to the light in the garage. Above you, you can hear giggling and the sound of Brittany Longbow, and from the kitchen you can hear some kind of heavy metal music that you're sure Rosalie suggested to Ian to listen to, that you're not quite sure he likes, but you know Rosalie knows all the words because you can hear her singing along as someone chops a vegetable.
I guess I've probably been staring at it so long, my eyes go a little cross-eyed. And so when I have leaned in so close that I have almost fallen over, I shake myself out of it, go I need to stare at something else. And therefore I make my way towards the sound, trying actively to not understand the lyrics, because I don't want to ask about them I don't want to ask about what they're supposed to mean when Ian tries to convince me to listen with him. But I'll head down to meet. I will pocket the vial. I will head down to meet them.
All right, so you head in the direction of the kitchen. Ian, Rosalie, we find you in the sort of kitchen living room area of this house. It's almost an open floor plan. If an open floor plan could be really trashy, there's basically a linoleum tile kitchen with an old electric top stove. One of those fridges that always makes everything in it taste a little bit like fridge because it's so cheap. Mm-hmm. There's a battered old dining table that came with the house, but it didn't come with chairs, so there's just a weird assortment of chairs that your parents all were trying to get rid of. They're several different sizes, makes, qualities. The kitchen counters are also kind of this chipped plastic linoleum sort of top. You have a cutting board on top, Ian, and you're currently trying to chop a bell pepper.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I wrote down what I was gonna make and it has bell peppers in it.
I love that. Rosalie, you are seated on the counter behind Ian, just kind of talking with him as he chops. Aspen, meanwhile, is playing with Strahd. Strahd is now easily the size of Macbeth, growing super rapidly, and is no longer a small little kitten, though he's just as playful and feisty as he was before, meaning that really Aspen is the only creature large enough to play with him in a meaningful way anymore. Anymore. She is a girl cat with a boy cat name.
Listen, names don't have to be gendered.
That's true. Mm-hmm. And cats don't understand gender, so pronouns don't matter to them.
True. Ian's chopping this bell pepper, and he kind of is chatting with Rosalie about Strahd, and is what did you end up doing? I feel like she's way too big for your house and your room, especially when you and Essie were there this summer.
Oh, we kind of just if you kind of just pretend the couch is no longer yours, but Ian, do you know how to cut a bell pepper?
Yeah, I'm coring this one. We're gonna have stuffed bell peppers. I figure with some veggie crumbles, maybe some Mediterranean flavors.
Ian, roll a survival check.
Can Ian cook? This is the real question.
I'm nervous.
You are a ranger. Let's fucking hope.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I had grisses.
Page open.
Memory.
Oh, wow.
All alone in the moonlight.
pronounce it.
It's cats. It's fine.
Change the word.
It's Straws.
Are they gonna come for?
Crit failed.
Rosalie, as Ian says this, the knife slips from his hand, and you watch as he just digs it directly into his palm. Ian, you are in terrible pain.
Does Ian have to roll damage now?
I roll damage. It is a kitchen knife, which is a piercing object. It's going to do...
It's also blunt, I'm assuming.
What is your dexterity, Ian?
My dexterity is 19.
So that's going to be 1d4 plus 4. So you take 8 piercing damage as this knife just goes directly into your hands.
You dumbass. Lets out a shriek that he slowly tones down. He's like,
Fleur hears the scream, calls out the door and is like, "You good?"
nope.
Rosalie, did you scream?
And then Fleur heads down. She's ready now.
At this point, Vesper, you walk into the kitchen directly right as Ian begins to scream.
I wait for him to finish, and then I just clear my throat and say, Ian, if you're trying to sound like the people on the album, I don't think that's healthy singing.
He hit the right note, but Ian, come here. Let me take your hands.
That was a good G sharp.
Ian holds out his fists and he tries not to drip anymore on the cutting board and the bell pepper, even though there's probably already a little bit too much there. And he just hands it over to Rosalie. And
Fleur comes down
walks
the
away.
stairs. Fleur comes down the stairs, and I presume she can see Ian doing this.
So you come down the stairs and you can see Ian's back.
Yeah.
With him looking towards Rosalie, and you can see Rosalie holding his hand. Vesper, meanwhile, is standing kind of in the entryway near them, looking between them.
From
What is
here,
going
I'll
on?
get up on my tiptoes just a tiny bit, and from what I can see, I'll prestidigitation away the blood on the cutting board.
Great job. Rosalie,
What the hell did you do?
let's have you roll a medicine check.
Oh, I was gonna just cast Cure
Something.
Wounds, but
You can cast Cure Wounds. That's totally fine.
yeah, I was like, level 1.
Okay, so you cast a level 1 Cure Wounds, holding Ian's hand, and Fleur, right as you reach the bottom of the staircase, the room glows with warm golden light, and Ian, the pain is completely relieved, and there's no scar or anything on your hand.
Ian just kind of flexes his hand a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. That stung.
Okay,
Fucking bad."
Ian, let me show you how to cut a bell pepper.
Did he stab himself again?
Does it happen often?
Do you know how many times I've tried to teach him how to cut a bell pepper?
I'm trying to core it. It's hard. I'm trying to keep it intact.
It's not that hard,
It requires
Ian.
finesse.
Ian,
Yeah. Oh.
let me just help you. And Rosalie's gonna take the hand that he was cutting it with and kind of guide it while
This is
he
disgusting.
tries to core the bell pepper.
Fleur's like, "This is gross," and
Is this
walks
our
to the
ghost
front door.
moment?
I just go, I didn't know kitchen knives were a finesse weapon.
Everything's a finesse weapon.
Totally are.
If you're Ian.
Yeah. Considering the fact that I don't do a whole lot with knives.
It's if this isn't working, you can open all of the canned beans. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do with 6 canned beans. My guess was chili, but I mean, there was black beans, pinto beans.
Well, those are for later. We only really need the black beans, or we could do chickpeas, and Ian is sorting through the beans, trying to decide what he wants to put in the peppers.
Actually, and then Rosalie's gonna look at the can opener. And how sharp is the can opener?
I mean, it's a can opener. It's sharp.
Fleur's like, "He did cut himself once as a kid." She's calling from the front door. So just keep an eye out.
Don't you have a date?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so go.
I'm working on it.
Right on cue, you can hear the sound of a motorcycle pull up front.
Okay, bye. And then Fleur leaves.
Essie's gonna come running down the stairs and call after Fleur. Have fun! Remember, you're the main character!
Thank you. Fleur's like waving as she leaves the door.
Ian just kind of grunts and like looks out the window to see like the motorcycle and kind of watch like Fleur get on the motorcycle, I assume, with Kyle.
Yes.
And he's just like,
For someone with a motorcycle.
I have a lot of mixed feelings about that guy.
Outside,
Bad boy, but he's got a heart of gold, so.
outside Fleur, Kyle puts out the cigarette that he was smoking and kind of like grinds it underneath his toe as you approach, and gets off the bike to help you on. He sort of like lifts you up and puts you on the back of the seat.
Sexy.
And then climbs on and goes, okay, hold on tight.
Oh, I will.
Your helmet's in the case to your right.
Fleur pulls it out and puts it on.
If you get a head injury, I'm pretty sure your brother will sick that dog of his on me. And I'm not
I was
scared of
gonna say-
him, but the dog's pretty intense.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aspen could probably fuck you up.
Well, I feel like Aspen could probably fuck most people up.
Aspen couldn't fuck me up though.
Well, he could, but he
Mostly 'cause he loves
wouldn't.
me.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
There's a difference. You know, lots of
Exactly,
people
100%.
can hurt you, but if left to their own devices, they would choose not to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. He kind of revs the engine and he goes, so, I was gonna make reservations.
Okay.
And then I didn't.
Right.
Um,
Great start.
well, so because, so there's a drive-in movie theater around here,
yeah,
and
I'm
I thought maybe we could go grab some takeout and go there. I don't know.
Fantastic idea.
You know, I'm smooth. I don't really do first dates. I kind of do, I hit on someone, she comes back to my place, and then we don't really talk. So this is
A change of pace.
all very new. Yeah.
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 Well, that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
So you've got it in you.
Oh, well, thank you. And then I thought maybe ice cream.
Honestly, you just like you keep getting hits here.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I did.
Good.
I went on Moogle and I looked up what to do if you really like a girl. Oh shit! Which reminds me, and he leans over to the other side of his bike and opens a case and pulls out a like kind of squashed like bouquet of flowers
Oh, thank you.
and hands them to you and goes, "I guess I should have come to the door and
all
given
good.
those to you."
It's okay.
Yeah, like I said, very new to the whole romance thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Fleur puts them in her bag of holding.
He revs the engine again, and you two take off. Inside, Ian, your friends kind of help you cook. It turns out that Vesper, Essie, and Rosalie, for a myriad of reasons. Vesper, do you know how to cook?
I expect I know the theory, but I can also conjure unseen servant to help us. And no hands will be harmed in the making of this meal.
Perfect.
That's actually how we've been getting through until spring break.
You conjure unseen servant, and the servant begins to cook. Essie, it turns out, is also a very good cook. You've learned this. Something about absent parents not cooking for them. It was never quite clear how they learned to cook, but they're very good at making a lot of soups. They know how to use a pressure cooker, which scares everyone else in the house, so they're kind of in charge of that one. You all begin to cook dinner. Do you sit down to eat once it's ready, or?
Oh yeah.
And have family dinner. It's part of the
Do
thing.
we have furniture?
You have a shitty
It's not
table.
chairs.
Yeah, with the-
have furniture.
I don't know if it was gonna be like a folded up mattress in the corner.
I like
Oh,
imagine
I
everyone
only,
has
right?
a very specific chair that they sit in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Designated.
I would like mine to be the preschool kind of kiddie chair.
I love that. You got it from Fiona. Because she bought a
Classic.
set of like 6, but she only has one toddler in her home.
Oh my god.
I'll lean back on Strahd. That'll be my chair.
So
Mine will be one of those like actor stools.
you stole it from the theater.
The joke never ends.
There are like a couple of chairs from Fiona that are like real dining chairs because she likes to like buy a new dining set every once in a while. And then there's a couple of folding chairs that Rosalie's mom contributed to the cause.
We have way too many chairs.
Ian's gonna sit in one of the folding chairs because he likes the way it cups his body.
Oh,
Because he can kind of sink in and feel like a little bit less tall. And he's gonna immediately dig into his stuffed bell pep.
So, if the unseen servant did most of the cooking, I'm going to need Vesper to roll an Arcana check. And then I'm going to need Ian to roll another survival check.
Oh God.
And then we are going to average the rolls.
Oh. What's going on?
23 plus... Okay, 23 and 5, the thing that is halfway between those.
14.
14.
Numbers.
It's an okay meal. Like, it's not great, but you're not going to get food poisoning. You're all pretty grateful that this is the last meal of spring break before tomorrow because, well, there's not a lot of plans that you have for the upcoming break. Vesper, you figure you'll probably go home, and Essie, you do have a scheduled visit with your mom midweek. You're supposed to head down to Stonesea to see her. But other than that, there's not really any plans, with the exception of tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening, you are supposed to have dinner at Fiona Farrow's house. She's hosting a spring break celebration dinner, and she's invited all of the parents in town, as well as all of you, to come have a home-cooked meal at her house.
What should we expect for tomorrow? Do I have to dress fancy?
Ian about mid-bite and mouthful for my parents' place.
I mean, it's a party. Also, this tastes kind of metallic-y.
Ian keeps saying, this is pretty good. He's like, no, just wear whatever you want, Essie. You've been there. It's just a food thing. And
yeah, but if it's an event, I want to dress appropriately, you know? I mean, can I bring Macbeth? Should I have him be in a little bow tie or something?
You can.
Macbeth in a little bow tie?
Macbeth in a little bow tie. I need to go out shopping for it though.
Oh, I have one. You can borrow an Aspen's.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, I mean, I'm bringing. I figured you guys would bring Macbeth and Strahd. Obviously, Aspen's coming. I figured it's kind of an indoor-outdoor thing. Mom made me take my tent down, so that's also why I think it's partly an outdoor thing. But it's just food, friends, music. My mom will dress up, she won't wear an apron. Does that make sense?
That's what you consider your mom dressing up?
All her clothes kind of look the same to me. She and Fleur kind of have this vibe, and they always wear the same stuff, and I don't know if it's dressy, honestly. Sometimes it's a lot. I mean, you've seen her license plate, Big Mama. Who does that? That's the kind of woman that she is. You know what I mean?
I love the kind of woman that she is.
You're trying to date my mom, Essie?
Listen, I've been thinking about a lot of things. Don't talk to me.
Ian chuckles and a bean falls out of his mouth, and he picks it up and doesn't know what to do with it, so he just feeds it to Aspen.
Fiona Farrow MILF confirmed.
Ian's mom.
Rosalie, Vesper, are you participating in this conversation? Are you eating? What are you up to?
I think
I
Rosalie's
am watching this like a tennis match.
Yeah,
I was going to say enraptured.
I think we both are. I will blush at the idea now, considering Fiona in a different light.
We're all just so gay.
Yeah. Yeah. I just go, I like Mrs. Farrow's style. I think if she found something that she likes, she's fine to keep wearing it for as long as she wants, until she doesn't anymore. And then she'll find something else she likes.
You always speak so wisely, Vesper.
Mr. Farrow's also kind of stoic in a handsome way, too.
Oh my god.
My dad? Jack? My dad, Jack?
He
Jack, my
looks-
dad.
Jack Farrow DILF confirmed.
guys kind of, sometimes you guys just stand and have that face. Right?
Ian just abruptly stands from the table and goes to grab another bell pepper.
That one! And then
Yeah.
You kind of look like your dad right now.
especially when they cross their arms and
I get what you see now.
You realize we're not related, right?
in blood.
I continue to just keep very mechanically eating my meal, wishing Fleur was around because I have so many questions. And I'm just Fleur's usually here for me to ask. And
We do our side answers.
and so they turn and they're just Fleur's usually and just watches them all.
Oh my god.
It's a little bit more
Puts another bite, just puts another bite in his mouth, and they're just am I supposed to find my parents' friends attractive?
Do you say that out loud?
No. I just need you to understand,
The thought
Going through
process.
Russ's head.
the question that would have been asked had Fleur not abandoned me to the situation.
Ian walks back and kind of plops his plate on the table, and he's like, I can't believe you're sitting here talking about how hot my parents are. How did we go from what should I wear tomorrow to wow, yeah, your dad, Jack Farrow.
I just want to make a good impression
I
on your
gesture with my
family.
knife.
Maybe I need a
You've met them numerous times, all of you.
Essie, as your friends argue about, Rosalie and Ian kind of play fight about Ian's parents' sexiness, you hear a little voice in the back of your head. Oh, hey, Biddy. Long time no see. Long time no chat. You haven't really had time to play ukulele recently. What's that about?
Well, I'm sorry to hear some, but we just moved into this new place and I've been decorating and I've been taking care of Macbeth and, acting as relationship counselor to Fleur because she needs my help.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tieflings can be a real handful, man. So, what about you, Biddy? You found anyone yet? You looking? Are you just are you working on your auditions?
I think at this time I am consciously being by myself.
Oh, hell yeah. No,
By
yeah.
accident.
Okay, alright. Here's the thing about the universe, right? Things we do consciously and things we do unconsciously often overlap. I think that, you're absolutely right, Biddy. You are wise beyond your years,
Canonically, we all hear Essie,
Essie
right?
talking.
Just Essie.
Just Essie.
Essie really thinks she's better off alone? What are we?
It's their ukulele, right? That's
yeah.
what this is.
Wait,
I
have
know
it
where to-
strapped on my
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Oh my god, I'm one of those people.
Ian just leans in and
So, I'm reaching out because, I have this weird feeling that we're gonna be maybe meeting in person real soon. And I thought,
the ukulele.
yeah, but the thing about states of being is that they're fluid. Everything's fluid, Biddy. You know this. And so, I don't know. It's just I don't really sleep, so I don't really dream, but I've been having almost dreams, and I feel like we're gonna hang out soon. We're gonna kick it.
Well, is it gonna be a fun kick it? What are we gonna do?
Hell yeah, we're gonna be kicking. We're gonna be kicking it. Yeah. Well,
Because I'd hate to meet you in the middle of bloodshed and battle and watching all of my friends be hurt.
well, Biddy, I think maybe we need to talk about that. Do you want to schedule the next time you're asleep? You want me to come hang out in your dream and maybe we could talk about some of the stuff you've been going through? Or it seems like if that was your first assumption, maybe you need to work on some stuff. Maybe you need to wrap it out with somebody, a third party.
I've been really fine with with everything lately. Handling everything that I've been handling lately. It's fine. It's fine. And to be honest, I don't know if we should meet in my dreams because I've kind of been having nightmares. So
Oh well, I can
your
take care of
ukulele?
that, Biddy. You know that I can
You've been
change
having
it for
nightmares?
you, right?
wait, so you've been aware this entire time that I've been having nightmares
Well,
and you haven't offered to change them?
You haven't really talked to me.
change that?
I didn't really want you to I didn't want to intrude. It sort of feels like the sort of thing where if you were privy to someone's thoughts, feelings, or dreams, you really shouldn't act on them because you don't really have implicit permission to do so. You feel?
You're such a good friend.
Ah, thanks, Biddy. I try. Well,
Teach me new things every day.
yeah, it's easy to be a good friend to you. So I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, I'll see you tonight.
What?
What?
You still, it's on your back.
Yeah, and? Yes, and?
Tell your friend it's a little bit rude to
You have
make
to,
fun of
make plans to come out
guys
with
who
your
are
ukulele?
trapped in ukuleles.
Yeah, it's kind of rude to make fun of guys trapped in ukuleles. That seems very close-minded of
I'm sorry, did you just call my mom hot and then my dad hot?
Well, to be fair, his mom is kind of hot. She got the thick thighs, but I've never been.
She does.
It's not really my
Quit
type.
talking to
but...
my
And
mom
Fleur's
through
like the
ukulele.
best of both of them too.
Oh yeah, I mean she's beautiful, but
She's so pretty to look at.
I think that Fleur's got her own stuff too. Confidence can be a facade sometimes, we all have things we're insecure about. Anyways, we'll talk tonight, Biddy, right?
Talk tonight.
All right, it's a date.
It's a date. Jinx.
Rosalie's eyes will light up to that.
Can you please fill us in on whatever?
Am I gonna date my ukulele?
Are you dating your ukulele?
I'm not yet. We're just seeing how it goes.
Ian just looks at Rosalie does this happen?
We gotta wait. Do you have? Yeah. How are you feeling?
I mean, Kirsten and I haven't talked in so long, and I feel bad because it's not like we haven't reached out. It's just I've been busy, and it's on me. But then again, it is a two-road thing, and I just haven't been holding up my end of the bargain. I don't know.
Does he make you feel like a fire, light it up inside of you?
It's kind of more like getting validation from somebody you really admire. It's one of those things where I don't know, I'm just not super familiar with the sensation. So
If you need validation, Essie, we're all here for you. I know you were mentioning nightmares. Do you want to talk about that?
I'll be okay. I am A-okay. There's way bigger things for me to worry about
Also,
than bad dreams.
You're someone worth admiring, so you could give it to yourself.
Listen, Bess just gets it.
Meanwhile, as the party has a heartfelt exchange at home over mediocre stuffed peppers,
I try for comedy and it becomes drama every time.
Fleur,
The Tabletop Tavern experience.
you and Kyle pull into what appears to be a drive-in movie theater lot. Around the edges, you can see all these food trucks have kind of set up, and people are pulling up in cars. There's a couple people on motorcycles, but you're pretty unique in that situation. And Kyle sort of parks the bike in a spot he seems to think is nice and opens up the case on the side of his bike and pulls out a picnic blanket, spreads it on the ground, and then reaches further, and you realize that this must be some kind of bag of holding situation in and of itself, because his arm kind of reaches way further down than it should, and he begins to pull out what appear to be couch cushions, maybe he pulled them off of his couch, and
You did plan.
arrange them on the picnic blanket. Oh no, this is totally last minute. I didn't think of any of this in advance. You know me.
You definitely just keep that stuff in your bag of holding.
I do. Well, never know when a pretty girl's gonna come along. So you better watch out. I could be gone any minute. This is totally
right.
Yeah.
I have to say I'm not too worried. I'm quite a catch, if I do say so myself.
You know what they say. Big ass, big ego, but what can I say? I'm into both.
Also, big ass, big heart.
Well, that too, but yeah.
I like that one better.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to get to eat?
Well, okay, so there's a place here that does like really good tofu dogs. You haven't told Ian that I'm a vegetarian, right?
No.
I need him to not hate me more than he does, and he seems to be very comfortable coming into my territory with that kind of whole thing that he's got going on. He seems very, I want to be his friend.
Yeah.
But I get the feeling that he hates me. So
he doesn't hate you. He's just being my stupid brother.
Cool. Well,
like siblings when like somebody is like interested in someone and they're like, oh, gag me. Like, it's like, okay. So like Rosalie and Ian have like been super into each other since last year. And like, they thought they were doing a good job of hiding it, but they weren't because I'm not dumb. And also I have eyes. And so I could see what was going on. And they continue to do flirty things. And do I care? Not really, because Rosalie is a good girl. Although if she hurts him, I will beat her up.
As you talk, he like walks to a food truck holding your hand, orders food for both of you, gets the food, brings it back to the blanket, and then sits down and listens attentively as you talk.
Yeah. And Fleur's like, so like, I have to like be dramatic when they do something flirty because that's what siblings do, right? And I'm pretty sure that's what Ian is doing, just like the Ian version of it. So he's got to come around to you in his own time. I think the vegetarian thing might help.
Okay, well, I mean, I have like 800 half-brothers and sisters probably, and I'm pretty sure my other half-brother, like the main one's like the prince of the 8th circle of hell, but
That's
well, it's kind of they don't really make DNA tests for demons, but I didn't grow up with any siblings. Yeah, no, my mom was a single mom, so.
Yeah. It's its own unique experience. It's hard to explain.
I'm sure, for sure. Well,
he doesn't hate you, though.
I know. I don't have to talk about Ian. I'm not here for Ian. I am here for you.
Yes.
You both kind of settle down on the blanket. You watch the movie. A couple minutes in, he kind of yawns and slides an arm around you and pulls you in close, and you two enjoy the movie. Back home, Ian, you dig out some rice cream out of the freezer and begin to serve your friends, but as you do, your phone buzzes and you get a text.
Ian places the scoop back in the rice cream container and like pulls his phone out of his pocket and opens a text.
This is a text from your mother, which strikes you as odd because your mother never texts. It's 2 words, a single sentence with a period at the end that says, dinner canceled.
Ian's gonna set down the rice cream container, walk into the living room, and immediately call his mother.
All right, you call, and she picks up on the very last ring.
Ian? What's wrong? What's happening?
I'm sorry about the text. I'm not handling this very well.
Oh no. What's going on?
Your father had to leave tonight, for work, and he doesn't know when he's coming back, or if he's gonna come back, and, I'm stressed out, and,
Okay, I'm coming over.
No, please don't.
I'm coming over. It's spring break anyway.
Florian Farrow, do not come over, please. I need time.
What do you need, Mom? How can I help?
I need time to process this.
You want us to come get...
No, Carla, I called Vivian. She has Carla. That's fine. It's okay. I didn't mean to be dramatic. Everything's okay,
You're
baby?
allowed to be dramatic, Mom. It's okay.
I know, I don't.
What did Dad say? Like, what kind of trip?
He couldn't tell me. It's a business trip. He said. I mean, Ian, there's a lot about your father I can't tell you.
Yeah, I'm learning that there's a lot that.
But I'm really worried about him. Could you and Fleur just maybe give me a call in the morning when I've had some time to calm down?
Yeah, I'll give you a shout, Mom.
You hear the unmistakable sound of a bottle of rosé being opened in the background.
Ian just
Classic.
places his phone or his hand on his temple, and he's like, "Are you sure you don't want me to come over, Mom? We can have a movie night."
No, I'm going to go take a bubble bath, and then after I've had this bottle of wine, I'm going to flip through the photo albums of you and Fleur as babies and cry.
Oh, I love
you,
her.
Mom.
I love her so much.
I love you too, baby.
I'll call you in the morning, and I'm gonna bug Dad. I'll see if I can get you any more intel. Probably not, but I'm gonna try.
Thank you. Please give him a phone call.
Bye, Mom.
Fleur bug.
Bye, baby.
And he hangs up the phone
Fleur's got
or
the phone
shuts his
off.
flip phone, and he immediately goes to text Fleur and says, "Dinner canceled. ... Mom crying. ... Dad mission ? Doesn't know when he'll be back. Send."
Fleur, how's the date going? Scale 1 to 10. How do you think Fleur's enjoying this date?
I think it's really good. I mean, it's a first date, but they've known each other for a while, so I think there was a lot of build up for this. But Fleur's very good at first dates.
So, he has your arm around you, your head is on his shoulder, the credits roll, the kind of floodlights around the drive-in area turn back on, and he starts to fold up the blankets and cushions and puts them away, and as you watch him, you feel your phone buzz.
Fleur pulls it out and checks it really quickly.
It's from
as
Ian.
he's doing. Okay. She responds quickly, emergency, or can it wait until I get home?
Ian looks at his phone, and he's like, "No, it's fine. I'm gonna call Dad. I'll catch you up when you're here."
Fleur texts back, wait to call Dad, we'll do it together. Send.
And then Ian responds, "Enjoy your, you are," and then date with a D and an 8. And then he just closes the phone and walks back over to the right screen.
Fleur puts her phone away, and yeah.
So, Kyle helps you back on the motorcycle, and you two stop by an ice cream parlor on the way home. You each get 2 scoops and enjoy them, and then he gives you a ride home. You arrive in front of the house at about 10:30 p.m. It's dark. The sky is somehow full of stars, even though the smog of the city should be clouding them, and he walks you to your door this time. I had a very nice time.
So did I.
So I don't go.
Fleur's got her hands behind her back, patiently waiting,
He's he's got his hands in his pockets, and he goes, I don't go on a lot of dates, but and at this point he just kind of seems to forget whatever he was about to say, and he just he leans down to kiss you.
Fleur kisses him back.
Aw. How steamy is this kiss?
I mean, they've been flirting for a long time now.
All right, so you two just start making out on the porch. Yeah. Essie and Vesper. Vesper, your unseen servant is doing the dishes. And you, Essie, and Rosalie and Ian have all settled down on the couch. You have a kind of shitty TV, and you've popped in a VHS tape of The Little Triton. It's here because Carla visits a lot, but Essie really wanted to watch it, and you all kind of got sucked in after this weirdly heartfelt, feelings-based conversation you were in. Vesper, you hear a motorcycle pull up outside, and you assume Kyle and Fleur have come back, but Nobody walks into the house for like a good 5 to 10 minutes.
I go, and are there any windows, or do I have to like find a stool to look through the people to make sure they're okay?
There are windows that like look out to the front porch.
Okay. I just take a quick peek. I expect like Fleur can handle herself, but just to be like, are you there?
Fleur and Kyla are engaged in a very passionate, very handsy kiss on
As
the
they should.
front porch.
I'm trying to think.
Rosalie is gonna let her curiosity overtake her and follow.
As you do. It's like kind of squinting at them and doing that like nervous thing. Like I feel like where you open and close your phone a lot.
So
Right.
Rosalie and Essie, you walk up.
Covered the curtains, but our heads are still there.
So there's like a stack with Vesper, Rosalie, and Essie. Rosalie and Essie, you manage to get to the window right as you see Kyle's hands go on Fleur's butt.
I like see any sort of like
No,
light
because
change based on where their heads
you're
are.
facing away from
I
them.
We should-
Can I?
We should give them privacy.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
Come on, Rosie, you do not want to miss this.
Why are you watching it?
Do you think we need to take notes? They seem experienced.
This might be a good idea.
Vesper?
At this point, I step away from the window. I basically like try and minor illusion it so that but they don't look like they're spying on. So if Fleur were to look back to the window, maybe wouldn't see us.
Let me roll a quick perception check for Kyle.
Please say that he failed.
I gotta pull up his character sheet. I wasn't planning on rolling a perception check today for anyone, really.
I'm trying to
Never
spare
underestimate
Fleur.
us.
I know. This is my fault. I'm aware. Let's see, Kyle.
We are your personal hell.
Here we go. Let me roll real fast. All right, I have his stats up. We're gonna roll it, and I have to roll with disadvantage. Ooh, okay. Can I have an Arcana? Actually, you're casting minor illusion. Let's have you do a spell casting check.
Okay,
So it's gonna be your spell casting modifier.
cool. Just the modifier, not an attack.
Yeah, on the check. Yeah.
This is with a plus 5, so 8. 13.
Okay. You attempt to cast like minor illusion to maybe make it look like they're in conversation or something, like they just happen to be standing near the window. But
Since it is intelligence, do I get my advantage or?
no, because this is a spell casting check, not an intelligence-based check. Like it happens to use a intelligence as the modifier. Can I have?
But I have stepped away from the window, so I'm not.
Roll a wisdom saving throw, Essie and Rosalie.
Why that roll?
What is Kyle gonna do to you two? Is he gonna blind and deafen?
Rosalie, you watch as Kyle, still with his hands on Fleur's ample buttocks, raises one finger, and Rosalie, you manage to kind of like duck below the window before the spell hits you. But Essie, you find yourself hit by a hex.
Oh God!
And cannot stop sneezing incredibly loudly. The sneeze screams that like dads do. You just start and you cannot stop. You sneeze all over Rosalie. You turn around, Rosalie, covered in mucus. Vesper, you watch as just head shaking sneezes.
I'll lead Essie away back towards the kitchen and like try and get them to sit down. And when that doesn't work, I'll just like take a step back and just like from a distance cast Dispel Magic. And I'm like, please, I am so soaked.
You cast Dispel Magic and the spell dispels.
Wait, was that a hex? Don't laugh at me! Did you get caught? Laugh at me! Ian literally like leans all the way forward and is like crying, laughing.
Cheering him on. I don't know why you.
Because you're watching two people make out.
I was giving him bardic inspiration.
Fleur, outside, Kyle pulls
Trying
away
to
from
keep
you
from getting caught.
and goes, it was a very good kiss. I'd asked to
Long awaited.
come inside, but I feel like maybe that's a third date thing. You seem like a very classy woman.
You're right.
Yeah.
Really good read on me.
Yeah, well, you know, you are my first classy lady, but hopefully my last, too.
Yeah, well, if you're lucky.
Well, I feel like, you know, you're classy, but I also feel like you know when to turn that off. He, like, raises his eyebrows a little bit at you, and then kind of gestures as if to me, like right now, and then says,
I put the dots together, yeah.
Yeah, I have to go home and visit my mom for spring break, but when I get back, you want a second date? And then hopefully soon after a third?
Yes.
Maybe we could do 2 in one day.
If you're lucky. Depends on how the second one goes, you know.
I'll start not planning now.
That's a great idea.
He leans down, because he is considerably taller than you, and kisses you once more. This time just kind of sweetly and romantically. He does pick you up a little bit off the ground.
Oh, cute.
And then sits you back down, presses a kiss to your cheek, and says, well, I'll see you when I get back.
Enjoy your spring break.
Don't meet any other handsome tieflings.
I'm not planning on it.
Okay. And he gets on his bike and rides away.
Fleur takes her keys out, unlocks the front door, opens it, and comes in.
All of us.
You see Essie seated on a chair in the kitchen, Rosalie kind of wiping what appears to be snot off of her. Vesper is kind of backed away from Essie, and Ian has his head in his hands, tears running down his face with laughter.
I'm gonna press to take the mucus off of Rosalie just as a kindness.
I- I'm actually not gonna ask.
Ian looks up and he's like, have a good date?
Had a great date.
Okay,
Except
cool.
you and I have a date now. We have to call our dad.
Yeah, we need to talk. Also, I didn't mention it earlier, I forgot, but dinner tomorrow's canceled, y'all. I will catch you up after Fleur and I do this thing.
Yeah, we gotta call our dad. Apparently, I don't really know what's going on either.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, let's. Fleur kind of goes like, doesn't actually say anything, and is just like, let's go.
Ian takes the stairs like 2 at a time and goes up to, I assume Fleur has her own room based on your description?
Fleur has her own room. It is right next door to Rosalie and Essie's. They do share a bathroom. And then you and Vesper share kind of the master suite. So you do have your own kind of bathroom in there for the two of you.
Gotcha. Ian's gonna head to Fleur's room and plop on the bed.
Fleur stands in front of him and is like, okay, what's going on?
So mom called me, well, she texted me and said, dinner canceled, period.
Not good.
Nope, not good. And then I immediately called her and was like, what's wrong? She's bawling.
Not good.
And she's like, your dad's gone on a work thing. I don't know when he's going to come back, if he's going to come back.
She
And
said
then-
if?
Yeah, she said if. And then I was like, I'm coming over. And she said, no, don't. And then she popped the cork on something and told me she was going to take
rosé.
a bubble bath. Well,
Yeah, classic.
So we gotta see if we can get some info out of Dad so that we can
Okay.
call Mom
Is there
tomorrow
anything-
and talk her down.
Can I roll like a history check and see if there's anything going on in like the current news or insight?
That's
Maybe
not
insight.
gonna be. It's gonna be an intelligence-based check. Let me see. What checks would I have you roll for that? Let me pull open the.
Just like, maybe we have the news on in the background. Did I perceive the news to know whether important stuff's going on right now? Anything that could make sense for something to do with my dad?
Yeah.
Because I have more knowledge than Ian.
I'm gonna have you roll. It'll be a history check. We're gonna call
Okay.
current events history because that's the kind
Okay.
of thing a news nerd would know a lot about.
Not great. That's a 5.
Like stuff's been going on, but you don't really read the news.
Yeah,
Vesper listens to the news on KPR.
Yeah. Okay. So it goes, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. So I'm not like last year there was conclave. So we know that. Anyways, let's just call Dad. And Fleur has her parents, she's got the crew, her parents on speed dial, and that's it. So she calls her dad. Speaker.
You call your dad, it rings once, and then you hear a disconnected tone, and a robotic voice on the end says, "We're sorry, the number you are calling is not available."
Nope. You think we should get Vest to do that thing that he did?
That's what I was just thinking.
For Rosalie?
Yeah.
And
Do you have anything at Dad's? What do you have at Dad's?
Ian pulls out his earring and he's like, well, it's not Dad's, but he gave it to me.
That works.
And Ian just goes, Vest!
I probably reestablished myself in watching the movie, so I'm just like, okay, and hop off of the couch, and go upstairs.
Does Vesper get to know all the
I knock on
details
Fleur's
before-
door. I call back down the stairs. I'm like, Ian just calls. There's a lot of things Ian calls me for help with. I don't ask anymore. And I keep going.
They can all come.
If they wanted us to know, then they'd let us know.
But I want to know what happened on the day. We know how it ended.
Fleur opens the door.
Vest, we need you. And Ian just grabs the sleeve of Vest's shirt and kind of guides him. I'm sorry. It's a weird situation.
It's okay.
Can you find our
dust myself
dad?
up. Yeah.
Ian just holds up
I
his
did
earring.
before. I go, is he missing? And I
Okay, so here's the situation. Apparently, dinner's canceled tomorrow because our dad went out on a mission. He doesn't know when or if he's gonna come back, which is obviously stressful. And so my mom is freaking out, so I'm freaking out, so Ian's freaking out. And we just tried to call him and the phone number is disconnected, which is a little bit stressful if I'm being honest.
Okay, I completely understand. That does sound very stressful, but I'm sure we can get to the bottom of it.
Hell yeah.
Somehow.
Well, that worked. It's not my dad's, but he gave it to me.
It's a very lovely earring, but you're right. It isn't his, and also I don't need it. But thank you for remembering that I needed it last time. And I hand it back, and I go and I hop onto Fleur's bed, and open up my spell book, and I Fleur. And it is I want them to realize that it is considerably thicker. And has pages sticking out and new post-its, and there's so much there. It is tabbed, it is indexed.
Love that.
Oh my god.
There's a ton. So I flip it open and I go, yeah, no, I needed it last time because I didn't know how to locate people or creatures, but I do now. So
because you're awesome.
Is it because your spellbook talks too? Do you learn things from?
I went to the library.
No, Vez is smart.
But I do go and talk and proceed to say hi to my spellbook and
Hey Vesper, what's up?
Hey, it's so good to talk to you. I need some help. I hope you're up for it right now.
Oh, for sure, buddy. I'm always up to help you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My friends are looking for their dad, so I was gonna try and cast. We haven't practiced it fully, I know, but cast locate creature. So I need to find Jack Farrow.
Jack Farrow. Okay, is this the Jack Farrow from Kraylin or the Jack Farrow from the third plane of water?
I expect it is Jack Farrow from Kraylin. Good to know there's another one, though.
Okay, awesome. And I'm assuming
Fleur looks at Ian.
Jack is short for John, right? We're not looking for just the straight up Jack Farrow, but John Jack Farrow.
I go, like, good question. I turn to Fleur and I go, Jack is short for John, yes?
I just call him Dad.
What?
You don't know your father's full name?
It's Jack, I think.
Is
It's
it
probably John, right? It's probably John.
Why
I turn back and
John and go by Jack?
And I go,
know.
I think the probability is that Jack is not his given name, so I think we can go with John Farrow.
Okay,
John
boss.
Farrow?
You got it.
Is that our dad's name?
John?
Here we go, Vesper. You ready?
We're learning a lot today.
Yes. So I like to say, like, crisscross applesauce with a book in my hand, and I like get ready.
Ian's like
I make so
sitting
many
right
gestures.
next to Vesper, like staring down at the spell book as if he's gonna like glean something.
Okay,
Letters
3,
like float off the page.
2, 1, go. Hey, Veth.
Yes.
We have a problem.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
So,
There's a problem?
John Scarrow has some very high-level anti-scrying wards cast on him that appear to be blocking this particular attempt of ours.
I suppose that makes sense. I can't believe I didn't think of that before, but I appreciate the attempt all the same.
Of course, boss. Sorry I couldn't help more.
No, it's all right. I'm glad I got to try it with you.
Attempt?
Attempt?
I turned back and I just go, I'll talk to you later tonight.
Okay, talk to you later. Oh, don't forget we have that chess match that you've been playing in my 374th page.
I will not forget. I have been strategizing all day.
Okay, perfect.
I gently close the book and I turn back and I go, Fleur, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize, but of course your father must have some very powerful, like anti-scrying, anti-divination magic placed on him. So it's a little bit beyond the scope of what I can do right now. I'm so sorry. I really should have thought of that.
It's okay. You can still help because I don't read the news, but you do, I think.
I suppose.
Is there anything big going on right now?
You really should read the news.
Someone does, you know? I'll get looped in if I need to when it's important, right?
What do you need to know?
So, okay.
Political stuff? Is there
Dad
political
is,
stuff?
he's
Political
like
stuff in the
really high
news.
ranking, right? Like he's like really high ranking.
Mhm.
So like he participated in conclave protection stuff last year. The conclave was very big. Is there anything going on with security between Stonesea and Aquara, or anything to do with Kraylin and Stonesea, or Kraylin and Aquara? Is there anything going on in terms of tumult right now, or like burgeoning wars, or like anything that like a super talented
I just
agent-
hold up my hand and I go, just give me a second to think.
Yeah.
And I try and remember. And do you want me to roll
History.
And I give the help action because I'm rhyming on
I already get
Vess
advantage.
has advantage.
Okay.
Can't have more than. I got 2 3s.
Oh my
What
God.
the fuck? We're never gonna find Jack!
Okay. They got
It is
2
15.
3s for a total of 15.
Okay.
Yes, but earlier today I rolled 3 8s on 3 dice.
For
So
knowing
it's
the
just,
news, 15 is good.
Yes.
Vesper, things between Aquara and Kraylin are always kind of tense.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the conclave for last year was ultimately canceled, meaning that the treaty between the two nations is technically expired as of maybe a week ago.
Okay.
As far as you know in the news, there haven't been any particular military movements. There's been no real stress about it. However, it's sort of like this undercurrent of tension. You also know that Aquara in general, the news that has been coming out of there has seemed very manufactured. There's been a lot of promotion of like the tourism areas and not a lot of news coming out of the capital at all. That's not particularly notable. Like, Aquara is like a relatively closed-off nation with the exception of the tourist zones, but that's about as much as you know.
I share this with both of them, and I go, like I explained, but I go, but nothing that like really sticks out to me as being so urgent he has to be called away for. Then again, that might not be on news manufactured as Aquara's is, or even ours if it's a sensitive situation.
We know anyone in Aquara?
Do we know anyone in Aquara?
I mean, I feel like we gotta go to Aquara, right?
You want to just go to Aquara?
Well, what else are we gonna do? We can't track him. We can't call him.
Do we even need
It's
to?
spring break. Let's go to Aquara. No?
I mean, we could go to Stone Sea. Okay, we should probably tell the others what's going on first.
Rosalie and Essie, the movie has finished downstairs, and the two of you are sitting in silence staring at the, like, blue static of the TV screen.
Fleur opens her door and is like, the living room.
You know, they always some people say the castle kind of looks lewd.
That priest's knee, I thought, in the wedding scene.
Wait, can we go back? Is it a VHS?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can rewind.
All right.
You rewind to look at the cleric's knee in the wedding scene. And you have it paused on that scene, kind of like the static going across the frames, as Vesper, Fleur, and Ian come downstairs.
Okay, so here's the situation. First of all, my date was great.
I don't have time for that.
Yes, I know that that's what they want.
I knew it would be. Oh my god.
They also saw everything. Like,
What?
No, we saw how it ended.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
didn't see it all. We weren't watching you with like binoculars there.
We
Ian
were
just
cheering you
raises his
on.
eyebrow.
Okay.
They looked through the window. They saw
Yeah,
whatever.
okay. Well, I mean, I'm very good at kissing, so.
You should have expected
It looked like it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really good. Anyways, okay. So on to more important things. We went to the drive-in. Okay, but actually, on to important things.
That's so sweet.
And then we got ice cream. But
Our
actually,
dad is missing. Our dad is missing.
Our dad is missing. Yeah, so not great, really bad. I'm kind of trying to not freak out, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of trying to not freak out.
I turn to Fleur. I go, I think missing is an inaccurate word. He's been deployed.
He's been deployed and we can't contact him, and he wasn't sure whether he was going to come home, period. So our mom is freaking out. We have to call her. When are we calling her?
She said in the morning.
I hate to say it, but is it outside the scope of what he might have already been doing before you ever knew about it?
I don't know much.
I don't know. So last year when everything was going on with Ian, my dad basically told me that he went against what the government said. He went against his superiors to make sure that Cammie and Ian were not killed. And no, he didn't. You're literally alive. Oh my God, Ian.
Okay.
And Fleur goes, so, I mean, that's kind of a good point, Vess. Is this actually something to do with his government job, or is this something to do with, him stepping away?
Wouldn't your mom maybe know?
I don't know how much he tells our mom.
Well, he clearly doesn't tell us shit.
Jack shit.
Like,
Yeah.
literally, that's why his name's probably Jack and not John.
Why can't we just trust him? I'm a little confused.
Because he didn't tell my mom and ETA when he's going to be back, and my mom
Which is
will
bad.
literally panic about it until he's back. So we need at least
The thing
an
is,
estimate to tell her.
like, our dad will always be like, I've got a mission. It's high stakes. It's really dangerous. I'll be home in 14 days. I'll be home in 11 and a half days. I'll be home at 8 p.m. 5 days from now.
It used to be, the bank is really busy. I have to go to XYZ to solve a bank problem. But apparently
Exactly.
bank didn't mean bank.
He very much always had an ETA and always had a plan. And for him to say, I don't know when or if I'm going to be home, that's kind of scary. And then we tried to call him and his phone is disconnected, which is a problem. Actually, I have an idea. And Fleur pulls out her phone and sends him an email. Dad, call me ASAP. Fleur.
A few minutes later, your phone rings.
Why didn't we think of that?
Fleur picks up the phone. Hello?
It's an unmarked number.
She just picks up.
Fleur, what's wrong?
Fleur actually steps into the kitchen.
Are you kidding me?
Ian follows.
He's like, what's going on, Dad?
Fleur, did you just call me to ask what's up?
Mom's freaking out.
Your mother cries about everything. Fleur?
You said if.
Fleur!
What's going on, Dad?
Fleur, I have a dangerous job. You are risking my life right now by having me call you. I thought it was an emergency. You need to grow up and be an adult and realize that I occasionally have to risk my life. You can't freak out every time I leave the house.
I'm not freaking out. I'm doing your job when you're not here.
My job, like what?
Protecting everyone.
Preserving
Making sure that
national
everyone's
security like you're jeopardizing right now. Fleur? I really don't have time for this. Things are a lot worse off than you think they are.
Okay.
And I'm not at risk. And tell your wizard friend not to scry on me. And he hangs up the phone.
So he's mad.
I imagine Ian just had his ear like next to Fleur's the whole time.
Ian's like next to 5 foot tall Fleur. Well, that was a bit of an attitude from Dad.
Yeah, I don't love that.
You had to get the rage from somewhere. He's a barbarian.
Yeah, no, for sure. Fleur's like, I get it.
Ian like starts kind of picking at his shirt because this is like
Fleur slaps his hands.
it's just bringing up feelings, you know?
What
like,
feelings?
I don't know. Why is Dad yelling at us?
Dad always yells. I yell.
Yeah, he yells because he doesn't like us. But whatever.
No, he loves us.
What are we gonna tell Mom?
I think he's really stressed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here's the thing, and Fleur walks back into the living room. I think things are like way worse than we know.
He literally said things are worse than you know.
Yeah. No, I think I mean like with like the world.
Again, I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah. No, it's
We're
like not an
civilians.
assumption. My dad said
I take a step forward. Okay, I start saying like we're civilians.
Yeah.
And so,
but like we're
so you
also
so you were able to get through to him.
Oh yeah, he was pissed.
He said don't scry on him. Apparently he can tell.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Well, of course he can. He's
Oh, you
very
can tell?
powerful. He tries to like get frustrated and be like, of course, I am.
What?
I can do a lot, but I'm not. It's
I
fine.
just didn't know you could tell. I've never been scried on. Will you do it later? Can I feel it? Is it tingly?
And I don't know if you'll know.
I expect it's a provision of the protections they have placed upon him.
Yeah.
I feel
That
like
makes
I'm probably
sense.
protected. Like I'm kind of important.
Vesper, would you like to
can-
attempt to scry on Ian?
Yeah, I go up and I'm like, do you want me to cast locate creature on you, Ian?
You don't have to scry on Ian. He'll forget that this conversation ever happened in approximately 35 seconds.
I'm not stupid, Fleur.
Okay. How about I do it tonight? Okay. Just later,
Fleur
in
goes-
case we have to do something else.
He'll forget.
I turn to Fleur and I go, I'm glad you were able to get through to him. At least that means, he's not in immediate danger, but I'm sorry he yelled at you.
It's okay.
If he
We've had,
was,
like, yelling
I suspect
matches
he wouldn't
before.
have answered.
Yeah. Which would have obviously been a concern. I'm just like, here's my thing, right? I want to like help everyone. But also, he didn't say where he was.
He may not be allowed to.
It also, it could be that maybe you think that he should help everyone a certain way, but he's looking at it from a different perspective. Maybe if he told you things, then you'd be put in more danger.
Yeah, because like we're the same person. My dad just wants to protect everyone. I just want to protect everyone. That's how this works. So like I get it, but also like I want to help, you know? Anyways, well, okay, so we should call mom tomorrow. We won't tell her how that conversation went. We will say that we just like did talk to dad, so we know he's okay.
I think we should just go over there anyway. I know she can't dinner, but
maybe we should all go over there tomorrow.
Fleur, your phone begins to ring.
Fleur picks it up.
Sweetheart?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, sweetie. Did you compromise your father's location while he was on deployment?
I asked dad to call me.
Did you tell him it was an emergency?
No, I just said call me.
Did you lead him to believe it was an emergency?
I just said call me.
Fleur.
I did that so many times when I was a kid and I didn't know what dad's job was and none of you got mad at me for it then.
Fleur. You do very dangerous things now. When you send messages like that, we think maybe something has happened to you.
That's a good point. I'm sorry.
Fleur,
actually, I didn't really think of that.
His job is a matter of national security.
No, I know
never
that,
know
Mom.
when he's going to come home.
I was part of that. Did he call you? Did he get mad at me?
Is she still crying?
Wait.
He did not call me. His superiors let me know that his position had been compromised via Arcana twice. Once via a phone call and once via a low-level scrying spell of some kind, a location spell or something.
That's interesting.
Fleur, your father and I are adults. Sometimes I am going to be sad that he left, but I knew who I was marrying when I married him.
All right.
I am an adult. I am your mother. I can take care of myself.
Yeah,
you need
I know
to
that.
mind your own business sometimes. You're very nosy.
Yeah, I know. I got it from you.
I know, and sometimes I need to mind my own business. You notice I'm
just
not
worried.
asking you about how that date with the tiefling boy
It was
went.
really good. It was really good.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, because you knew as soon as you mentioned it, I'd tell you.
Well, yes.
We're sorry.
Did he kiss you? Don't come over tomorrow.
We're coming over.
Listen,
tomorrow.
Mom, this is my thing. I just I feel like you and Dad still treat Ian and I like kids, but I can protect everyone just like Dad can. And
Right,
so
sweetheart.
if something is going on with Dad, I just need you to tell me so that I can help, okay? That's all I'm trying to get
Sweetheart,
across.
I can't tell you what's going on with Dad because it's not going on with Dad. It's going on with the nation. You understand that
No,
he has
I
a
know.
job, right?
No, I know. That's what I'm
So
what I'm saying is
when he was a
are bad
banking
for Dad.
executive, or you thought he was a banking executive?
He wasn't, I know.
Would you have been like, oh, I have to go help Dad solve some kind of crisis at the bank? No, you would have
but I
stayed the
know
hell
better
out of
now.
it.
I know better now.
What? Because you are qualified to go stop this? Your father is an expert in his field, and you are
Well,
a
I'm not
college
saying I'm qualified.
sophomore.
Yeah, and I'm awesome.
So stay.
I get it, Mom. No, I get it.
Stay out of his business. Come over for waffles in the morning.
Hell yeah.
But I am paying for Vivian and myself to take a girls' trip to a spa for the week, so don't expect me to cook anything big because we're leaving tomorrow morning at 10.
That's fine. Do you want us to watch the house while you're gone?
No, the werewolf girl is coming over to water the plants.
Oh, okay, cool.
And Jean and Harry have volunteered to watch Carla, so
Okay, cool.
yes.
Cool.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So leave your father alone.
I mean, yeah, he made that really clear. I do know how to follow rules.
No, you don't.
I know.
I love you.
I love you too.
Your father's a professional. Leave him alone.
I know.
The more that you bother him, the more you try to get involved, the more you put him at risk, Fleur.
I know. I won't. I'll stop.
All right. I love you.
I love you too.
The phone hangs up.
Is Mom okay?
Yeah, Mom's fine.
No, but like I told her I was gonna call Dad and get information, and she was like, "Okay, let me know how it goes." And then we did that, and now she's mad. Is this?
So here's what I'm gleaning from the situation. Did Mom actually ask you to get information about Dad?
No, but I told her I was gonna.
Right. That's the problem. Okay. I understand. So we're just going to leave my parents alone for now. I'm going to keep a low-level periphery situation on. We're going to let that go. Yeah.
I pipe up and I go, you did tell me he was missing.
Yeah, he didn't answer his phone.
So everyone, this is why I talk to my parents and not Ian. Okay? Because I go on a date, I come back, Ian says dad is missing and that mom asked him to call dad. And then I find out that mom actually didn't ask him to call dad.
She encouraged me calling him.
Did she encourage you?
Yeah, she said, tell me what you find out. She's like, wanted to know.
So
Okay.
I don't know how to help you guys with your whole family situation right now, but how can we help you guys right now? Because like it's kind of awkward.
I don't think there's anything to help with. I did just get yelled at by both of my parents. You're welcome, Ian.
Would that strawberry rice cream finishing it all off?
Fuck yeah.
Would that help?
I don't really want any.
Flirt. Rosalie wasn't asking you.
Okay,
Rosalie was
I'm
asking
responding
me.
anyways. I'm a person. I'm allowed to respond
And?
to things.
Anyways,
I don't know. This is just weird to me.
we should put the movie on again. And Fleur sits on the couch.
I think Essie and Rosalie finished it.
Then why is it on this scene? Why is it paused on this?
Yeah, what's going on here?
No, we were in the middle of it.
Okay.
Well, wait, but yeah, we finished.
Is everyone just lying to me tonight? I do not understand what's going on.
We
You
can
know,
take
haven't lied.
Maybe we're not supposed to know, Ian.
We're not.
Maybe it's better if we don't.
I don't think that's true. I had questions for you today, and you weren't around.
What questions?
I look at the three of them.
We can do that later. We can do that later if you want.
Why didn't you just ask me?
As you all kind of awkwardly navigate the dynamics of being roommates and also friends, Macbeth, who had gone upstairs to fall asleep, begins to bark very noisily. And Aspen, asleep at your feet, Ian, alerts and begins to bark as well.
Fleur immediately jumps up.
Noticeably, Strahd, curled up on, frankly, a full-size mattress in the corner of the room, does not stir, continues to sleep soundly.
Ian kind of like looks down at Aspen and just kind of is like, show me, like trying to get him to lead him somewhere.
As he's running up to Macbeth, yeah.
You run up to Macbeth. Macbeth is just standing on your bed, barking, but as soon as you enter the room, he lies back down and curls up and does like a little wag of his tail.
Macbeth?
Aspen looks around the room, looks at you, Ian, and then turns around and walks back downstairs.
Hey, Ian.
But
Are dogs supposed to do that?
Can I roll perception?
just bark randomly?
You can roll animal
That was
handling.
an alert.
I can roll animal
would
handling.
like
I just
roll
want to
animal
see what's
handling.
going on.
Oh, okay.
Like, is there anything I can see?
You can roll perception. Ian, you can roll animal handling.
I would
Not
like
good.
to cast Speak with Animals.
Why are my
Oh
rolls?
my god. The tables have turned. This was once a dough thing.
I'm also
That's something dough would do to curse Jenny.
You're casting Speak with Animals
At first level.
Yeah.
on Macbeth. You're gonna cast it and talk to Macbeth?
Yes, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
Remember, they're dumb. Just FYI.
Our dogs are stupid, yeah.
I'm so sorry, Jenny, but
Go for it, go for it.
Better I'll top you the straw, TBH.
My sweet Scottish prince.
My dear mother,
Oh my god!
What were you barking at?
what hath passed out between Titania's plane and our own besides mine self, I do not know. But I barketh not for thee, but for thine safety.
But what art thou caused such treachery
To thine safety.
to thine safety? The English degree is really shown here.
Miss Pharaoh's window doth be open. What light from yonder window breaks?
Uh-huh.
'Tis the east.
It is not the sun, for it is dark, but the window hath been opened by the lady, and the breeze through the window alerted me from my slumber, and frightened me so, mother.
Who be this lady, this temptress of the window?
Miss Pharaoh opened us this morning. I heard it when the birds sang and the sun rose.
I bid thee farewell, sweet prince.
I love thee endlessly.
After an entire campaign of trying to talk to fucking animals, that none of them ever
Actually,
responded more than like
Aspen is stupid. Aspen is stupid as well.
Yeah, but also the whole previous campaign, when I talked to
Frogs.
goats and salamanders and frogs and bats and Twig, and they
Yeah.
were fucking stupid.
They have personalities.
Macbeth is
speaks in
canonically
Old
theatrical trained.
Also,
Classically
I
trained.
will remind you that all of those were non-magical creatures.
Yeah.
Aspen
exactly.
is a non-magical creature.
Macbeth, however,
Macbeth is a magical creature, as is Strahd.
king of
Was
Iambic
Twig not a
Pentameter.
magical creature?
No, Twig was a dire vulture. They're not magical. They're naturally
Twig
occurring.
was exceptionally stupid.
They occur on the material plane.
I wanted to kill Twig so
I
bad.
can't believe you're still hating on my bird.
Anyways, this campaign, Macbeth curls up and falls back asleep.
Everything good?
Yeah, but Macbeth said he got freaked out because of a breeze through your window.
Should we check out my room?
Probably.
Yes, ye shall. I'm sorry. Yes, we shall.
Okay. Don't go in
Is
until we get up there.
Is Aspen alerting to anything specific, a direction, or just a general?
Aspen appeared to alert to Macbeth's alert.
Okay.
And
Strahd
it was it. Sorry.
Strahd stands up in the corner, stretches. One of her tentacles kind of shoots out and caresses you very gently. And then she traipses upstairs as well.
Oh.
All right, let's check my room out.
Sorry, Vesper, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, did it seem like a reaction from like a sequence of events, like Macbeth barked, then Aspen barked, or was it simultaneous?
It seemed simultaneous.
Okay.
Hey Vesper, I know we don't really have a lot of valuables as college students, but where do you keep that fluid again?
Oh, the vial with me, and I like pat my pocket.
You pat your pocket and you feel nothing.
What? I like pat it, and then I start patting it again, and I pull it all the way out, like cartoonishly. And I go, I grabbed it from my lab when I came down for dinner.
The vial's
Can
gone.
I cast locate object from my vial?
You can indeed.
I do that. I like frantically pull out my spell book and start chanting.
I feel like we're
everyone
standing
else.
at the top of the stairs.
You mean the vial that you have been working on for
Yes.
months?
Uh-huh.
You lost it?
Shh.
No.
And I'm chanting.
Essie.
You cast locate object.
Yes.
Hey Veth, what's up?
Hey, I hate to ask you to find something else, help me find something else so soon, but the vial that I've been researching, I can't find it. Can we do the thing? And I'm so flustered because I'm just like, it's not with me.
Oh, for sure, buddy. That is. Oh, well, I mean, it's half empty, but it's on Fleur's bed.
Okay. Okay. I like.
Where is it?
I don't even bother closing it because I just like hold it like open to my chest and start like sprinting up the rest of the stairs and heading to Fleur's room.
It is in my room?
I'm not even talking. I just go and I find it, and I find it's like.
So
Well,
you
yeah.
run
It's half
into
empty.
Fleur's room.
Fleur's right
Can
behind us.
you both
Yes.
give me a perception check?
Yes.
Weren't we just
Vesper,
in
what are
Fleur's-
you looking for?
I got a 22.
You're looking for the vial?
on Fleur's bed is what I was.
Fleur, what are you looking for?
Enemies. Bad things. Anything off that doesn't look right.
Fleur got a 22. Fleur, your room's perfectly normal. I will come back to the rest of what you see in just a moment.
Okay.
Vesper, your vial is in fact on Fleur's bed. It's corked exactly as it was before, but you notice half of its contents is missing.
I pick it up. I like hold it up to the light. And I go to Fleur and I go. I found it, but half of it's gone. And I hold it up for Fleur. And I go.
Can you
This
detect
was
magic?
Yeah. Let me check that I have the spells up for. Yeah. I can do that.
While they're doing that, can I look around to see if any like doors or drawers have been like moved a little bit? I have a bad feeling that maybe whatever's in here is still in here.
So I'm going to start with Fleur. Fleur, you look around the room. You notice that the window is open. You did in fact open the window this morning, but you did close and latch it before you left tonight.
My window was not open when we were in here earlier, Bess.
Beth said that he felt a breeze.
I need someone to detect magic.
So let's have
can
you
I-
roll a perception check, Stacy.
Okay, not
Rosalie.
insight.
No,
Do
you're
I-
rolling perception.
Do I have advantage because of my necklace?
Do you have advantage on all wisdom-based checks?
Wait 1 second.
I don't have your necklace stats up right now.
I'm just gonna roll it normally.
Okay, you got a 20.
Yeah.
Vesper, do you cast Detect Magic?
No, I turn to Fleur and I go. I mean, I can, but I'm not sure what I would be detecting if it's something we
Someone.
can't see. That if it's something or a creature, an object that isn't that has to be visible.
So, Rosalie, you begin to kind of look through the drawers. You go through Fleur's vanity. There's a bunch of makeup in here, loose hair ties. You know, her room's fairly clean, but she's not a very organized person.
What about under the bed?
You check under the bed. There's nothing there. However, you come to her dresser drawer. You pull open the top drawer, and you notice that this is where she appears to keep memories of Cammy. There's pictures of them together, a couple of hair ties that appear to have been Cammy's, pink and sparkly. And you notice a manila envelope. Taped to the front of it appears to be like a piece of trash of some kind. It's like a bright orange, torn off half piece of paper. Do you want to look closer at it?
Yes.
It appears to be a flyer from campus advertising lacrosse tryouts for the 2000 season.
What the hell is that? Sorry, I didn't mean to look through your stuff.
No, it's okay.
I just had a weird feeling. Here.
This is a manila envelope that I haven't seen before, right?
You've never seen it before.
What the fuck? This is not mine. And Fleur takes it.
Fleur, you take it. Do you look at the piece of paper taped to it? Do you look at the...
I'm gonna look at the piece of paper taped to it first.
All right, so you pick it up, you hold it up, and it's a lacrosse flyer. Do you turn the paper over? Do you put it in your pocket? What do you do?
I'm gonna turn the paper over and see if there's anything on the other side.
On the other side is a symbol.
Okay.
A carefully drawn flower, the center of which is perfectly round, surrounded by a halo of overlapping petals, almost like sunbeams.
Yeah.
It's been very carefully drawn. In the corner of the paper, much more hastily drawn, but in the same gel pen,
is a less than symbol followed by 2 3s.
Okay. That's weird. And then is there anything in the manila envelope?
You then turn to the manila envelope. On the side where the opening is, where kind of the brad holds it closed, in thick, chunky letters in black permanent marker, are the words "from a friend," all caps.
Okay.
There appeared to be something in the manila envelope.
I'm gonna look into it.
All right.
I'm keeping all of this, by the way. Like everything that I'm taking, like it's all staying together, and then it's gonna go in my bag of holding.
All right, perfect. Yes, Vesper?
Can I cast? It is just a ritual. So can I start taking the time to cast alarm around us all? It's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
So if anything tiny or larger than like crosses into our space of that cube,
yeah,
I'll get an alarm in my head. Just like,
go for it.
Best shepherding the fam.
Fleur, you kind of remove things from the manila envelope. It's several pieces of paper. The first, held together by a paper clip, appears to be 5 airline tickets from a travel company called Summer Skies, departing the next morning for Aquara's premium resort town, Cuchillos Shoals in the Knives. Behind that is a printed receipt for a hotel reservation for 5 separate rooms. It's not for the well-known and popular resort found in El Cuchillos Shoals. It is for not the Knives Resort and Hotel, but someplace called the Green Spring Inn. Stapled to the back of this receipt is what appears to be driving directions and a car rental confirmation in your name.
Okay.
Is Fleur like? Are you?
Fleur's just
tell us anything,
reading
or
all of
just
this.
looking- okay.
I'm gonna look at everything, and then I'm gonna. And is that everything?
can someone close the window?
As you slam the window shut, you hear Macbeth bark a little bit at the sound and then settle back down.
I'll lock it.
Yeah.
Like that one Peter Pan movie.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Again.
Or is there anything on the back sides?
So the driving directions have like a printed out map on top. Again, this is from MapQuest.
Yeah.
Over the location of the Green Spring Inn is in that same glittery gel pen, a less than sign and 2 3s.
There goes. Okay. Sit down.
I'm sad.
No, this is fucking.
I'm sad.
Oh, I'm
He's
sad.
flopping on the floor.
Okay, so first of all, the thing on the front, the orange paper, Fleur shows it. See the flower? Weird. Really carefully drawn. More important. Do you see?
Yeah.
And Fleur, this is a flyer for the lacrosse tryouts that you attended last
That we
year.
attended.
Yeah.
So this is the flyer that Cammie had for our lacrosse tryouts.
Like in the room?
Didn't
Like, I'm
Cammie's-
pretty sure.
Does the flower look at all like Ian's tattoo? Or not tattoo, birthmark?
It does. It looks exactly like your birthmark.
Can we check Ian's birthmark?
Ian would have to get shirtless.
Both of them, right?
Ian, do you
Ian's got
immediately
two now, right?
take them? Well, so one is a flower and one
Yeah.
is a snowflake.
Ian?
Ian's like, no, I found out my
Shut
tattoo
up.
is embarrassing.
Shut
No,
up. Ian, I swear to God.
Ian like
Yes.
lifts his shirt from the bottom to hide
That's
his frostprints tattoo.
Are we seeing this? Are we seeing this?
Hey, Ian, I have a quick question. Did you get any other body modifications, i.e., nipple piercings?
Belly button.
Belly button piercings.
I want to know. I want it to be a belly button piercing.
I do have quite a few new body modifications.
Rosalie, you notice that Ian has pierced his nipples.
That flower looks the same, right?
He looks the same.
He's just like holding his shirt like tightly right here.
That's not what I'm looking at.
It's my
Okay,
birthmark.
please stop. This is my brother.
What
No,
are you
it's
looking
not.
at? Ian
Not
looks
interest,
down
it's fascinating.
and he pulls his shirt back down and he's like, the window was open, it's a little breezy.
It does look the same as your birthmark, though, right?
Yeah, and this is, and I'm like focused on Fleur, and I go, and this is the one you've always had, right? Not
Is that the one you got from
not
Cammy?
Cammy's.
Well, mine, remember it changed all
It
the
changed.
time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing, Bess. Like, it used to change.
But now it doesn't change. This is what it's been
Okay.
since she passed.
But
It
both
gets
of them
weirder.
are-
It gets
Yeah.
weirder. There are 5 airplane tickets, a hotel reservation for 5 rooms, and a car reservation to somewhere in the Knives, leaving tomorrow for us.
Do you think that was the actual flyer from your lacrosse trials?
It says it's
like,
from
could it
a
have
friend.
been in her room?
Who else could it be?
But like, remember when they took all her shit? Could it be
Nobody
someone who
knew
took
the
all her
less than
shit?
2 threes. Nobody knew it.
But it could have been
Still
something she
nobody knows
doodled on it at one point. We
No,
don't know
it's not. That
that's
was a
new.
very serious thing, Ian.
I know.
Fleur,
Yeah.
do you trust what they want us to do?
No, I don't know who it is, but also I don't want to not go.
Because I trust you, and if you think it's a good idea,
Oh no, it's most definitely a bad idea. But
Do we recognize the handwriting at all? Not from the 2 3s, but from
yeah,
the,
like
from
would
a
I
friend.
recognize it?
Roll an insight check. Whoever wants to can roll an insight check.
You know, we all get
20.
19 plus 6, 25.
8.
Vesper and Fleur.
Mm-hmm.
You know for sure that the same person who drew this like gel pen drawing is not the same person who wrote from a friend. However, it's the same less than 3s on the map as on the flyer. The map appears to have been freshly printed.
Okay.
And you look down at the bottom corner, you can see that it was printed from the Summer Skies travel agency official printer. Printer number 2.
Listen, this is definitely a bad idea. We saw Cammy die. We watched Cammy die. But what the hell is this? Why have they put it in my room? Why did something drink half of that vial as the manila envelope was left?
You have no idea what that vial is, Vess?
No, is there anything at all I've discovered in all this time?
It originates in the Fey plane. It appears to interact and react with Fey creatures and creatures of Fey lineage more than it does with non-Fey creatures. You've noticed it seems to warm up if Essie, Ian, or Rosalie touches it, and it grows cold when you or Fleur pick it back up. It is iridescent in quality. The book seems very adamant that you not drink it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I run through everything, and it's like I pull out like my lab notes and everything. I'm like, there's not much more that we didn't guess before. Like some of it's been confirmed, but nothing new.
maybe.
Okay. I think we need to go.
Hey, Biddy.
Hi. What's up, Pearson?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Well, you know that vial of liquid that I found in the Queen's throne room and I gave to Vesper?
Oh yeah, the wine of the summer court. What about it?
The whole time. The whole time.
The wine of the summer court, it's called?
Yeah, it's the wine of the summer court.
Do I recognize hearing Essie say that out loud? Do I know anything about it?
Roll a
Lore-wise?
history check.
27.
I also am going to ask Kirsten.
To me.
You can ask Hearsome, and what Hearsome tells Essie you will already know, Vesper.
Okay.
So, yeah, the wine of the summer court, good stuff, real strong.
What does it do? Hearsome?
Well, I mean, it's wine, right? So,
Yeah.
we used it to party, the satyrs. I mean, well, you know, the satyrs and the satyr fae and whatever. So we kind of used it to, like, get a little bit schwasty, write some songs, perform whatever. But that's because, you know, I wasn't really a member of the summer court per se. I was, like, in the green court or whatever of my dad. Rest in pieces. But, I guess in the summer court, you can use it to, like, revitalize yourself or something. It's relatively rare. We'd get in trouble for stealing it all the time. But you know what they say? Rules were meant to be broken. Pasta was meant to be broken.
How intense of a revitalizing is it?
I'd say, you know, you drink it, it's gonna cure what ails you, you know?
Could it bring someone back from the dead?
Oh. Well, I never thought about it that way, but maybe a powerful necromancer could do that? I don't know. It would have to be used on a fae creature, you know, an elf like you, Biddy. Though presumably not one as pretty or talented.
There's none as pretty as talented. We both know that.
That's very true.
Fleur is like staring at you. Are you gonna tell me whether or not it can bring something back
Yes,
from the
yes,
dead, or are
okay,
you just gonna say that?
Sorry. So Hearsome apparently has known this entire time and has neglected to share. And
You
I also
didn't ask, I
admittedly-
just
I
assumed
know
you
didn't
knew.
ask. We really need to work on our communication. But
All the elves I
like
knew
dating.
before you were like, they lived there too, so like they knew what was going on in the Feywild. I don't know, I'm new here. What's a television?
In Hearsome's defense, you don't take up my offers to spend time in the garage with me very often, so.
I have to change that. I'm sorry.
All right, can we? Fleur's like freaking out.
Wine of the Summer Court. It's super revitalizing. It works really well on Fae or Fae adjacent creatures.
Okay.
Satyrs used it to get drunk. Fae people use it to revive themselves. It's super intense, and apparently it is possibly possible to possibly reanimate a possibly dead person. Like,
So there was a Fae person here tonight then,
Did we bury
who revitalized themselves to leave? That has to be why they drank that.
Tell your friend you would definitely know if a member of the summer court had drank it in here, Biddy. There would have been like leaves and shit everywhere.
Okay.
They said you definitely know if the member of the Summer Court drank it because there'd be leaves and shit everywhere, Biddy.
There aren't. Okay.
What
never
about
mind.
outside? What about outside the window? Can I open the window and look out?
Hey, Essie.
Yeah.
Can you maybe hold me out the window? Please don't drop me.
I want.
Wait.
I conjure a little mage hand up under just in case.
Oh,
Like, we
sweet.
got you.
Tell Vess I say thank you.
He says thank you.
So, it's been a long time since I had a corporeal form, and this would be a lot easier with that, but let's see what I can do. Yo, trees! Was anybody here? No, I know, yeah. No, I wouldn't have chosen this form either. Well, you know, Dad got mad and... Yeah, no, so I'm looking for... Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Oh, well... Yeah, well, I don't blame you. You're not that old. You're like, what, 120? 175? Well, you look good for your age. Congratulations. Okay, yeah. No, for sure. I'll let them know. Okay, later. So, here's the deal. Somebody came through here. Don't know who it is. They're not entirely sure they were fake. To be fair, fake and they really can make themselves look like elves when they're on this plane, so was maybe an elf. Didn't seem particularly sinister. They didn't know their name. If they were older trees and it was a fae, they would know, which, unfortunate. They said that the nitrate levels in the soil are a little bit low. They said that some tieflings been ashing on them, but it's not enough to give them enough nitrates. They're gonna need a little bit more than that. So if he could work on that, or you guys could work on that. And then, came in, dropped something off, left. Said it was a girl, maybe. Trees don't have a strong handle on gender. Who can blame them? I mean, who really does, right?
Do they know what they looked like?
Elf, maybe? Here's the thing about trees, Biddy. They don't have eyes.
Fair. I don't know why I expected them to know what color their hair was or something.
So do you relay that all to us?
Yes. I don't want to keep on having to talk it, but yeah.
So Fleur goes,
Maybe Cammy had more friends than just us. I don't know.
Why was it left in my room though? With 5 tickets for tomorrow morning for all of us.
The paper you showed with the map quest and everything, it was printed at the ticket agency.
Yes.
Printer 2.
Yes.
It's pretty late and they're probably not open, but I mean, we could go and see if
it's like 11 o'clock at night, right?
It's probably 11:30 at this point.
They're not going to be open. We could call them tomorrow on the way to the airport.
You said there was a receipt as part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any financial information on the receipt?
There is.
Even if it's like the last 4 numbers.
The last 4 numbers of a credit card.
Oh, I can't.
What are the
Fleur goes,
3847.
Fleur goes, listen, I know that it's probably a bad idea, but I think we should go. What's the worst that could happen?
I kind of wanted to go to Cora anyways. The knives.
Right? Like, what's the worst that could happen?
There are plenty of that list. It's longer to say what might not happen.
Yeah. Here's my thing. I don't know what this means, but somebody put this in my room and they're making it seem like Cammy. So it's either Cammy or it's somebody who wants me to think that it's Cammy. And either way, they want us there. And yeah, we might be going into a trap.
If Hearsome says we should be able to tell if it was drunk here by a fae, and the trees think it either wasn't elf or could be disguised as an elf. Either way, it doesn't seem like it was drunk here, but that means someone's walking around with the other half of this vial.
Yes. Which we need to find as well.
I think we should consider one thing, which is this person was able to get into our house. If they really wished us ill, and they did it without us knowing, if they really wanted to hurt us, they could have. And, I mean, they don't know if they were fae, but this is supposed to revitalize fae. What if it was Cammy, and what if she was hurt?
Exactly. So if I don't go, I'll never forgive myself.
I'm with you.
So I think we should go. Also, apparently the knives are really nice. And it's spring break.
I do have to go to Stone Sea on Wednesday, though.
That's okay. That's like pretty close.
Did you want me to go with you? I don't have to be in there. I can just come with you.
I don't really know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah, we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how about we talk about that on the plane?
Yeah.
We need to
I fold my hands up in my lap and I look at Fleur and I go, and this isn't about tracking down your dad.
I haven't even thought about my dad. I would probably get yelled at if I tried to track down my dad again.
You probably would, but I'm just double checking.
Listen,
Bess, this is about Cammy. Like, if I have a chance to even talk to someone who knew
fair,
her,
but if your dad was deployed somewhere for something important, and this is now happening. Your family is not like these are
the wheels in his brain are
you know what?
connected
You
right
know
away,
what?
but they are not. They are something we should not be ignoring.
No, we should ignore it because my mom said to mind my own business, and I am minding my own business. This is about Cammy.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
What time is on the tickets?
Like what time tomorrow morning?
Yeah, what time is our flight?
We're not getting waffles.
It is 7:15 a.m.
Yeah, no, we have to come up with a cover story.
No. Fleur texts her mom, hey, last minute trip, we'll see you next week.
Wait, where was our mom and Vivian going for their girls' trip?
They're going
Stonesea or something?
to Stonesea to a spa.
And isn't El Cuchillo also a spa? Or a resort?
So
No, that's in the Knives.
Cuchillo's Shoals are
Oh, okay.
is the name of the resort town in the Knives.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a little
it's
joke
knife
for
in
Pippin and
Spanish.
Pippin only.
Yeah. And Stonesea is like across, like remember
Across
in
the
campaign
water.
1, we stopped in Stonesea, got on the ship, and then went to Aquara. So technically Stonesea is still Kraylin.
Yeah, so Stonesea is Kraylin. It's where the conclave is held. It's like the second biggest city in Kraylin.
Yeah. Okay.
It's more of like a vacation spot and a military and port city.
I just pulled up the map. I'm no longer stupid.
So mom and Vivian will be close, which is good.
You get a text back from your mom that says, "Going where?" ? Trip with Kyle? Winky face.
Text back. Ooh. Fleur's honest. She says, something weird happened. To do with the party. Resort in the Knives. Looks really nice.
You get a text back that says, "School stuff, comma, I get it, ! I was an adventurer too, smiley face." And then a follow-up that says, "Buy a new bikini with my credit card when you get there."
Love you. We'll let you know if anything happens.
Love you too. First night's drinks are on mom and dad. Heart emoji.
Fleur heart emojis back. First night's drinks are on mom and dad, and I get to buy a bikini.
Wait, can
Mom
I buy
is
something?
so cool.
No, she said me.
There's another text that says,
I'm buying a bikini.
"Make sure Ian buys a rash guard. He burns."
You're supposed to buy a rash guard. I guess it's
want
my job
rash
to make sure you
guard.
don't get sun poisoning now.
Oh, we're going to a beach.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Okay,
It
we
looks
need to
bad.
pack. We need to pack. We literally have 8 hours until we leave.
Ian walks into his and Vess's room, opens a drawer, dumps it all into a bag, closes it, and is like, I'm ready.
You all begin to pack. You manage to get all of your things packed up. Ian's like desperately trying to get Vesper to prestidigitate some clothes clean because he hasn't done laundry in a while. Essie and Rosalie put on an impromptu fashion show of different swimsuit options. Fleur joins in. You all pack your things. You make sure you have your passports because you are going out of the country. And you fall asleep around 2 a.m. At 4:15, Fleur's alarm goes off. You all pile into the buggle and head to the Kraylin International Airport. Yes, Rosalie.
Do we need a pet sitter or?
Your pets are able to fly with you.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they are magical.
Yeah.
So your and Essie's pets are technically classified as familiars.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And Ian's dog is his animal companion. So they are service animals in Kraylin. You all drive to the airport, you arrive, you check your bags, and you get on the flight. We will return next week
I'm so excited.
with more of Eylas, you sophomore slump. Thank you so much for joining us. I have been Jenny, your dungeon master now and forever. These have been my wonderful players. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of the Tabletop Tavern, Eylas U. Can't wait for the next episode? Follow us on Twitch for our live premieres every Monday night. Podcast more your style? Check us out on your preferred podcasting platform. We'd love to help entertain you during your commute, cleaning, or your workout. If you can't get enough of the cast, our other socials are available down below in the description box. See you Monday in class, and until next time, go Griffins. Caw-caw!